Hello Gemini, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So first of all, I just want to remind everybody that these reads, the messages that come through are general. So they may or may not resonate with you fully. If they do, wonderful. If they don't, then check out. I do encourage checking out your other signs as well. So this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus for the month of April 2021. Okay, so the other thing is, if these videos, I should say, these videos, or if you watch any of the other ones, to check up on what your other signs are saying for you. They are general, so they may, not all of it, like I say, will resonate with you. So just don't try and make it fit, and that's why you will, like myself and others, will say check out what your other signs are saying for you, to give you a little bit more of an overview of what's going on for you, or what could be going on, how and some encouragement, or a little bit of assistance in how you can get around it and what have you, which is what we're going to be doing today. So anyway, what I do want to say to invite you to do is check out my Facebook page. I do have some workshops coming up. I'm in a course running a course at the moment, but there'll be another one possibly later at the end of the year coming up, and or next year, early next year, I will start that one. And also some mini retreats and that are coming up as well. So anyway, I'm going to start off with these Gemini. So like I say, these are general. And I'm always putting out for, what does Gemini most need to know today. We have a lot of, we had a little get together with a group of guides that have that are coming through. So who are called the guardians of the light. So from my understanding, from what they're talking with me about, they are a collective of different energies, or multi-dimensional beings or galactic beings, however you look at it, from that are in a collective of light being, or light, what are they talking about? Light, guardians of the light. So I've had pyramids around me a lot, and a lot lately, and some of you may have noticed your protection or your energy being being a little bit different lately, and with some new guides and helpers that are around from different different dimensions, and or just different guides altogether, or different energies around you. But I'm hearing not necessarily in the spiritual realm. For some of you, it may be different energy of like physical human beings, and or pets or cats that are coming into your life. But also and I'm hearing some of you are connecting with people who are complete strangers and having a discussion about something, and not really, and wondering where that was going. So it's been a very interesting last couple of weeks, actually, for a lot of us. So you may have had a little bit of disruption coming through a fortnight ago, or last week, and moving into this week, and more so probably a little bit of stuff coming up last week, moving as you're coming into the full moon energy. And then probably some of you might have got slam dunked with some of this full moon energy as well, like myself and others, and it's interesting because there has been highs and lows with energies, so where I myself, and I know a few others as well, not necessarily Geminians, have had to take some time to rest with these downloads, uploads, and also these outloads that we are progressing through, and that the energy is pushing us through to get us to a place where we can where we can move forward with whatever, or move into what it is that we've put out that we're wanting to move to. Maybe not in this lifetime consciously, or maybe subconsciously you've put it out there, but it may be in another lifetime that we've come back here, or you've come back here on your mission. So whatever your mission is to do. Some of you, it may not be like that. So everybody is different because of the journey that we're all on. So but I feel like a good lot of you may have had a push and a shove to which has opened up, say, for some of you, some of you is a can of worms, and some of you is not so much a can of worms, and some of you is a little bit of both. But it may be I'm hearing like there may have been a little bit of balancing and juggling with you. So today I am, I like to say, I have the keepers of the light. I keep saying keepers of the light, but actually what I'm hearing, I keep saying that, but what I heard in my dream and meditation is the guardians of the light. So some of you may know them as the keepers of the light who are already connected with that side of things. So just go with whatever feels right for you. So while I'm thinking one thing, what's coming out is another thing as well. So is another thing. So whether it's the guide keepers or the guardians, it's up to you. So I'm feeling like they're talking about here with this message here, and because this is a message not only from them but from your guides and helpers as well. But they're connecting in together. So there's all these, what I'm being shown for you is remembering that there's all these, there's a grid there, and there's all these connections energetically that we're all putting out, and we're all receiving as well. So it's been, the energy has been really heightened. So you may have had some interesting energies come to you as you've been trying or working on, or not even so much just trying, but some of you, I'm using the word trying because that's what a lot of you will be saying. I'm trying to expand my energy, expand my light, to push out, to push past whatever it is that is there, like some dark energies or shadow energies you could call it, or something maybe a little bit negative, or that you may have been trying to that may have consumed you around it. Or something that's come up. So it's just keep shining your light, okay? So some of you, something you may not have been sitting right with you, because I've just had this little indigestion, little belch in there, in this throat and heart chakra there. So with what has come up over the last few 2 or 3 weeks, or 2 or 3 days, or whatever it is for you. But I feel like for a lot of you, though you've kind of got through it relatively, the words I'm hearing are unscathed, but it's other than your energy levels being quite like you're needing to have a sleep, and you may be needing to eat more foods that are a little bit heavier to help ground you and bring you back, keep you here while you're doing this processing. So if it's sleep that you need, then it's sleep that you need. If it's a walk in the park, it's a walk in the park. And sometimes we have to move past, because there's a lot of mind stuff there, and move past our mind and get going. So in looking at these cards here, we have the 5 of Swords. So there may have been a lot of stuff going on in your mind, a lot of bit of frustration, and a bit of where you've had to feel like you've had to battle either people that have been in your space, that have been that you've let get into your mind, or even battling your own mind about a situation, okay? So there's 5 is usually always got something to do with something like some sort of disharmony or something like that. So there may have been a little bit of a mind battle going on there with you, or a communication battle that has been going on. So I'm moving and then we're moving across. So that's a mind, body, soul, spirit, soul energy here. So it's like there is something there where I feel like actually they're going mind, body, soul, spirit. They're going back, they're going through there. So there may be a little bit of something going on with you, with tossing what your spirit soul wants to do, blah blah blah, where you're feeling about where you're going. But I'm going to go back to mind, body, spirit, soul, okay? Yeah, so, and then on the physical, there's something about moving, okay? So there is something coming up, like a little, your energy may lift a bit there. So on a physical level with this Eight of Pentacles, moving, or Seven of Pentacles, and it may be that you're having to decide whether you, like, you know, sit still or, you know, do something different to lift your energy. So I'm feeling like this, whatever it is maybe pushed you out of your comfort zone in a way. Or maybe got you to look at something, and I feel like where there is something, you know, like this card is generally about, you know, there's like a decision that's to be made about moving into something different or new, even though something is already working. And I'm feeling like that's what this mind thing here is about, that you can't, it's like getting your mind around, even though something that works really well, and it usually does, it's like there is something new that's coming in that you may be needing or wanting to learn to bring in to help make it more, or add to your kete of knowledge or basket of knowledge, but also to enhance what you already know. So there's something about that, and you know, and and then with the Spirit here, this is you again, Gemini, you know, coming in with the Knight of Swords. There's something like an idea or a thought or some sort of communication in some way on a spiritual level comes through, and it helps you to, like, you understand quite quickly what has gone on, what is going on, or what is going to go on, okay? What, you know, in the near future. So this could be in the recent past, and the now, or coming into the future, and you know, more in April here. So, you know, the Knight of Swords moves quite quickly, and it may seem like it's a little bit disruptive with the energy. It may tip things upside down again. I say again because something may have come up just recently, and it's like, but you've kind of figured it out for a lot of you. So whatever it is, it's like, you know, don't, you know, I'm hearing, like, and I'm feeling is, don't let your mind like run with this energy. Be open to, you know, the communication and or communicating, because I feel like, you know, this is spirit led or spirit driven, on saying, you know, but this is also being, you know, making sure that you you know, this is about you. Where are they going? Because this is like, there is something new that's coming in, that you're learning, and it's like whatever it is may come in really quite quickly. So it's just like allowing yourself to go into that intuitive side of you, and not overthink it, but just go with the flow of it, okay? Because I feel what I'm hearing is like, if you don't, then if, you know, or we don't, because I'm a Gemini too, if you don't, then, you know, you may create more disruption. So it's like just looking at it, knowing that all is well. Because I feel like here, with this, in the soul energy here, you've got the Chariot here, who is, you know, is there something about either a new pathway, that can be that new pathways. It's not you're sitting, this card here is showing like there's no movement in there at the moment, but there is like a decision that's to be made. You're not quite sure where to go. There's a little bit of balancing out energy, but I feel like this one here is just like letting you know that something is coming. But whatever it is probably, I would say, is going to help you become, you know, make this decision here. Because I feel like for a lot of you, it's like your soul is saying there's some, just to sit and wait for a little bit, and make your mind up. But also there is some sort of change around that's coming around. And you've been, you know, it's like you've been listening or sensing something coming up, but you don't know quite what it is. But some of you, I feel like you are definitely, I feel like this card is definitely saying that you're on the right path, of whatever it is, like your, for some of you, like your soul purpose in a way, at the, you know, for where you are at the moment. There, where you are at the moment, because it's interesting here. We'll go back down here. You may be resisting learning, or there's something new, okay, in the mind for you to learn, with the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you, I feel, may be a little bit resistant with, because this 5 is here, like, you know, I don't need to learn anything else, or I don't want to learn anything else, I'm tired. But what I'm hearing is like whatever it is just to not close the door on it, okay? Not close the door on it, because I feel like there's an opportunity for some sort of learning, for you there. The Page of Pentacles here brings through something new too as well. So there's something now that, and maybe you're like, some of you may be like physically, going to uni. Some of you may be doing some workshops and things like that. Some of you may be going to do some short courses like night school or something like that, or even online courses or something like that, and that sort of thing. But there is something new, and I do think, and I do not just think, but I feel like there is a certain amount of, not just energy here, like, as far as the pentacles are going there, but I feel like some of you, there is work and money involved in it as well. But I also, and family, it's like, so this could be, for some of you, I'm hearing this could be something like to do with your workspace as well, and as well as going in on there as well. So this could be on a spiritual level, could be in some learning that you're doing with yourself. This could also be for some of you for your work and or around home as well, work, career, business, and or study. But there's definitely something new, however this pertains, talks to you. But it talks about, I'm hearing like some sort of, like success in a way. So the Page of Pentacles, is talking about like stepping forward into whatever it is that is new, that is coming. And your energy is starting to lift. So I feel like too, that is helping as well. But also, energy levels here, with the Four of, the Six of Pentacles here is like, there is a sense of, balance there and exchange. So I feel like for some of you, your energy, and or your purse strings has been a little bit low or a little bit, unbalanced as well. So it's like you're feeling like you're able to give more energy to others, and also others may be feeling like they're able to give more energy to you. There's also something also here on the soul level, there's something new that's coming as well. And I feel like there's a lot of pentacles in here. So for a lot of you, I do feel it is to do with financial sort of things that are going on. Something is moving. It could be, like I say, with your business or workplace. But I'm also hearing around family movements for some of you. It will affect that, but also I'm hearing with some of you, it could be your spiritual journey that you're on with either one of those as well, and the learning that you're getting. But something new is coming through. There's a gift, an opportunity that your soul sees, or your soul or spiritually see and you move. Okay, you make your decision. I feel like that's for, because this is, you're just waiting for the next sign for some of you. As to where you're going, and it feels and it looks like it's coming, okay? Because here we have is the Ten of Cups, and that's like happy families, happiness, things all coming together, the collective of your family, whānau, whatever that is for you. It may be a group of people, but that are family oriented or feel like family to you. But for me is talking about like something is coming to an end or has come to an end, but also whatever is here is like this energy is about this new energy, new skills, new learning is, has helped you to come into a space where everything has been brought together, okay? And emotionally, and I feel like, because this is about intuition as well. Beautiful. So in moving into that, so there is some sort of movement with everything coming together, okay? Then we have here the Eight of Wands on the physical level. So it's like, I feel like this is about like taking action towards some more of those steps in your dreams and your goals, your aspirations of where you're wanting to go, where you, and have wanted to go, some of you for a long time. But it's like I'm hearing like for some of you is follow the lead or follow your lead. And it's like you've thrown them out there. It's now just time to take action and go towards them. I'm hearing and I'm seeing here with the Devil here. It may be that you have worked on some, toxic energies, and some of them are moving or have moved. It's like I'm saying taking action, but when we take action with certain things, it may be that some of you may be having a toxic lifestyle in a way. It could be you that's the one that was a little bit toxic, or a lot toxic, or it could be you that's a toxic energy. It could be others in your life that have been a little bit toxic and maybe draining, and that's around you as well. So it's like however this week's fits for you, but there's a shift in there. There's a recognition of it is what I'm hearing, and it's time to move on. Okay, it's like you move on. They serve no purpose for your highest good, whether it's for you, your addictions, or somebody else's addictions. Your addiction could be like codependency, if we're just thinking of it. I know it's probably some of you out there might think, oh well, it's not addiction, but thinking outside of the box, it could be seen as that. So it's like a habit or a belief system that's become a habit. So some of you, the addiction may not necessarily be of a recreational drug addiction, or that's created toxicity. It could be like just the way you may be feeling about your eating habits, or just some belief systems that you are wanting to break or shift or change within you. So it's like I'm feeling like this is like taking action now. Things have come together, and you're kind of solid there. You're moving into a new space where you want to physically take action and make changes. But I do feel like this is clearing out with the devil. It's like clearing out all these things. And for you, I feel with some of you, it's like you and maybe it's more about recognizing from where you've come from, where you've been to where you are now. And so with this one here, it's like things are moving quite quickly to help you either move past that. So yeah, past that, because then we have the Hierophant here on the soul level as well. So there is probably some sort of spiritual journey that you're going on. There's a spiritual teacher that's around you that may be teaching you something that's to do with all of this movement, and you may be asking Spirit about what is going on. I'm noticing the 5 in there for some reason, so there is a lot. The 5 is about energy for me, and it's about remembering that energy. Everything is energy and vibration. So going back to what the Guardians of the Light was talking about earlier before, was like keeping an eye on our energy and our vibration. It's like, and making sure that we're in a good space, like as we're moving through things, but just being aware of it, mindful and aware of where our energy is, so we can respond to ourselves as well as to others in a different sort of a way. And sometimes we're not going to be on the button with it. It may be that you get a little bit grumpy with, say, the dog or a child or your mother or whatever, and it goes on. But it's like pulling. It's like, and I wouldn't be surprised if you like see it and then you pull yourself back. So some of you may be like wanting to spend a little bit of time on your own, which is not a bad thing at all. It's like when we're having a wee think about what is going on. So there is probably some sort of going within here, and some of you this may be sending you, or you may be like seeing more about adding more to what spiritually wise for you, but on your journey. Okay, so the Hangman here is interesting. I've got that, pulled that out last, is like pretty much the overall energy, you could say, from what looking at there. So you may be required to look at things from another point of view, basically, as well as what I'm hearing from that. So there may be also, because I'm just feeling like sometimes we've just got to hold up so we can smell the roses, or so we can see things from another perspective, which kind of makes sense in the end, in a way. So I'm hearing like there is, even though you may be feeling like you want to not rush, but you're wanting to get things done, you may feel like there's a little bit of energy where it's like, oh, okay, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but and maybe you still keep on, you continue to do it, follow it through, or and see what happens. And maybe something doesn't actually pan out, but that's okay. It's not, Spirit would just say, don't let your head get in the way, because it's like through trial and trialing things, and whether it is going to pan out or not is a different story. But sometimes, you know, when we're listening to our intuition, we're not quite sure. We get a sign or a symbol, and it's kind of like, I'm not sure about this one, but we still go and have a wee look, and then we can pull back or not, or we can not just not go there at all and see what unfolds either way. However, I'm feeling like some of you may have already done something, like started a project, and you've needed to, and you've felt something is not quite right with it, but you've also felt to continue it, and something hasn't panned out. But I'm just hearing, don't beat yourself up about it, because I'm hearing a lot of you tend to maybe go there and beat yourself up. I should have listened. I should have done that because I knew something was going to go wrong, blah, 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 blah. However, it's like not all the time is that, you know, it's something. Sometimes it's like, yes, it's in bringing an awareness to us that something may not turn out as good as what we thought it was, or may not, that it could be a timeline, it could be but it doesn't necessarily always mean that that it doesn't necessarily mean that it was wrong to go that way, or or your intuition was wrong. So it's not blaming something. It's just like sometimes there are hiccups on the way when we're doing certain projects, but you being you, Gemini, you'll find a way around it to for the best possible outcome and for that situation. And then you carry on because that part was done. So that's where they're going with that one anyway. So I'm hearing, like, I don't usually like to say don't, but don't stop doing what it is that you're wanting to do. It's like what I'm hearing is putting, looking at things from another perspective or perception, and see if you can find a way around it, and or it's maybe about making a decision, and about cancelling something or not going somewhere, and it's just the way it is. So because I'm hearing there's they're wanting to reiterate, don't beat yourself up, okay, about that. So I want to go to these cards here and see what else comes through for you, just to like clarify it or just to add to it. We'll see what else there is Gemini needs to know with this deck of cards here. This is the Celtic, Universal Celtic deck, tarot deck. Oh yeah, by the way, this crystal here is celestite. So I've been using this one or having this one around, and it's interesting. I've been really drawn to this for quite some time, but I've never ever gone around to buy some until about 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, maybe 2 months ago. And I should have bought the bigger piece now, but never mind. There's obviously, this piece is the right piece for me for now. So anyway, this is celestite. And celestite is a mineral composed of strontium sulfate. Its name is derived from the Latin words, I can't pronounce it, in celestis, meaning celestial. Which is inspired by the crystal's well-known shades of sky blue. Okay, so I'm just reading some of my notes. So you may be able to feel the energy that's coming through this beautiful one here. So what are the healing properties of celestite? They are high vibrational, and for crystal, this crystal has high vibrations for crystal healing properties. They stimulate and support the throat, third eye, and crown chakras, making it an excellent stone for an overall spiritual detox, basically. So you might be asking, what is celestite good for? Well, it is good for the throat chakra. And guess what? Gemini's strength is in the throat chakra, or for communication. So, and accompanied by a meditation practice, celestite can encourage great communicators to have enough understanding and knowledge of self to guide others. Okay, so it'll be a wonderful crystal for you, Gemini. And it also brings harmony and balance, and will assist the holder in finding and maintaining inner peace. Its ability to heighten the divine intuition, and makes Celestite especially useful for Reiki practice or any sort of other healing practice, energy healing practice on saying that, that you may be doing. A stone for peace and harmony, Celestite, has the potential to bring these qualities into daily living. So, and it is one that you could actually definitely have around your bed at night if you've got an over anxious mind, or if you've just got something going on that may be rattling you. It was particularly helpful for one of the moon cycles a couple of months ago for me. But even not, don't, you know, whatever, maybe something may be going on that maybe have a little bit of anxiety, or you may be picking something up of others. So this will be probably, I feel, a really nice one to look into for you, Gemini. It's just gorgeous. And also, you know, being a speaker and all that sort of thing, and ones to talk. So I just want to draw a couple of cards out of here for you, and see what the universe, universal beings and universal energies want to say, galactic energies. And the keepers of the light. See, I could just said it again. I could see myself saying that, hear myself saying that. The guardians of the light. Cool. Okay. Just 3 or 4. I feel like there's 4, but we'll just see. I'll give 3 more shuffles, and if nothing comes out, we will, okay, there we go. 1. See, here's the King of Swords. Here's, there's you, male or female, in your power, in your communicating clearly with certain people that are around you, with whatever that you're doing. You may be, you may do something like this. It may be that, you know, you're in work in, you know, a front line over a counter, you know, in a supermarket or something. So this is like being in your, being clear and in your mind. There's the King of Swords energy is there to help you with that, but it's also working towards that. So some of you's, you know, you may be working with a air sign as well. Oops. And then we have the Magician. This is for you again on the physical. Take action. Bring all these, you know, with whatever it is that you're doing, you know, make your magic happen, make it happen. It's also allowing yourself being tricked by your mind as well. So, you know, there's that sort of thing there going on for some of yous, but giving you that strength of mind, that strength of, to communicate well with yourself and with others. The 7 of Wands, there is something there, bringing something that is like moving along there, taking some action, moving into, coming out of something, moving away from something, oops, and towards something new energies, new beings, new energies, new being. Okay, and then we have the 8 of Pentacles here, coming back to that new, learning something and maybe new skills or moving on. It's like a now card, moving on. I just keep, you know, hearing like there's something new that you're learning, okay, or learning as well that's coming up for you. But it's like your energy may be like picking up, working towards ending a cycle. Like with the 7 of Wands here, it's like, you know, there is, you know, you're moving with this energy that the Magician is here, like conjuring up something, but it's like taking action, definitely taking action to make something happen. 7 of Wands is telling you like you're moving through it, like there is, and you're moving towards like the 8 of Wands, which is the now card, which is taking action. You may be a little bit defensive, but that's all right. That's okay, but it's like in protective, but keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Don't let whatever it is stop you, because, you know, there's still a little bit more learning there on a soul level, or some more learning, but there is movement. So I'm hearing like movement with your learning, movement, when your energy is moving you, is lifting and moving you towards, you know, not just the financial sign of financial success, but energy, moving you towards completing a cycle of some sort or a process. But also there's something in the family that's moving, because as you're moving, the family's moving as well. and the energy of everything else is moving as well. So that's pretty cool, and shifting out of that perspective there. So there's one more card that I'm just hearing here. Oh, there we go. And the Two of Swords, where you will probably find yourself making a decision and as to which way you're going to go with your perspective. And it's like, are you going to set yourself free from that or not? But I do feel there is, there's a lot coming up for you. There's a lot of movement. So, and then whatever it is that you may be processing now or working on now, there is movement there. It's like just taking action, really, which is pretty cool. Wow. Anyway, that was different. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there for you now, Gemini. And like I said, well, I'll pop in maybe next week or the week after, and just with an interim reading to see how to fill in a few gaps for you, hopefully, and keep you running and moving along as smoothly as possible. Anyway, that's all from us. Bye for now, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.